the planning in normal GUI, right? If I go to SC16, AC doc P, AC demos, doc P. Okay, for example, our company code is IN10. So there are no entries, right? So the data which we post in KP26 and KP06, it will not be transferred to AC Docker P automatically. There are some synchronization programs which we need to run so that the data will transfer from ECC to, ECC tables to this AC Doc P table, for example. So this is the normal ECC table, right? So this cost table where we have the activity rates and all. Okay. Right, we have calculated rate for this particular cost center activity type, right? And period wise, we have calculated each period, we have calculated $7.5 as a price, right? So that this price is available in cost table, okay? And also the primary cost will be available in COSP, I believe. So we have data in this table. If you see here, each period wise, we have plan primary cost in these tables. Like each period wise, we have for this cost center finance. We have also like production cost center. I think we have posted production cost center also. So yeah, all the data is available in ECC tables. This data needs to be. To be honest, if you plan your data into ECC tables, then what is the use of transferring that data to ACDocP, right? There should be some significant. There should be some requirement, right? And anybody knows, why we need planning data to, why we need to push this data to ACDocP? Yeah. So to be honest, this requirement is not uh, needed for each and every organization, but there are some companies, especially when they are using group reporting. Okay. uh, Group reporting team, they cannot read data from this COSP and all. Okay, they want. I think you guys might know about it. The actual data will be taken for the consolidation purpose. Group reporting team will take all the data from ACDoc A to. They'll transfer the data from ACDoc A to ACDoc U, and again they will run some queries or they will build reports on ACDocu table. Okay, that is the main functionality of the group reporting, where they do their consolidations and adjustments, everything on based on ACDocu. At the same way, some organization, they also do their reporting on the planning also, like this primary cost, right? Once they do complete planning on the primary cost, uh, it will also store. When you say, when you do your planning at the cost center level, it will also update to your profit center, right? Because each and every cost center will have a profit center. Whenever you do planning in this particular cost center, again it will be stored to profit center. And there are some organizations where they do planning based on the partner profit center or trading partners. So some requirements are there. So that's what the planning data, they will update to ACDocP also. Again, the group reporting team will read data from ACDocP and they will update to their tables, or maybe they will directly read data from our table and they will build some reports for the planning. Okay, for that purpose, we need to do, you know, we need to synchronize this data from normal ECC tables to AC.P table. If there is no such kind of requirement, we no need to do it. But still, again, since it's a new functionality, if you are doing your planning in by using that Fiori app, right? Again, for calculating the rates, let's say you have done the planning in using that Fiori app, and that data is available in AC.P, but that data will not be available in COSP and the cost tables, meaning you cannot calculate KSPI. In order to in order to calculate KSPI rates, you need data in COSP and COS, the cost tables. Then only system will identify, okay, the data is available, I need to calculate something. Okay. When you execute KSPI also, it doesn't work if you don't transfer the cost from AC.P to these tables. Okay. Again, your client may ask, okay, S4 has given this functionality. Good. Okay, but why I need to use it? Because it has additional steps, right? If I do my planning directly in ECC, the ECC, normal GUI, I no need to run anything. If I do planning in by using Fiori app, again I have to perform one more synchronization program. I need to run one more program to transfer the data. Why I need to run an additional step, right? They will definitely ask, what is the value add I'm getting by using that Fiori app? Okay, so we need to discuss all these things with the business, and yeah, at the end, you have to come to a conclusion whether you have to use Fiori app or normal VI transactions to do this planning. Yeah, because we will not use, once the planning is done, activity rates are calculated, we will not use this data to anywhere, right? Even if at all you want to prepare a report or something, a custom report or something, still we can read our data from COSP and cost tables, right? Still we can take this data from these tables. But for the purpose of only group reporting, if they are using their consolidations based on planning data also, in that case we need to transfer all the data. Yeah, could you please share your screen, and we will do it together.
Import payable, right?
So one second. Yeah, import planning financial plan data. I believe yesterday you have downloaded the template, right?
Yeah, for cost center, I believe.
Yeah, you can use the same template. If you open the template, if it is already available, just in the bottom you have download option, download file. Close this. Don't do anything. Just cost center planning. Select cost center planning. Yeah, you have the template already. Open the template. Close this. Okay. Yeah. Now enter data in each plan category. You can say PLN in the column line 4. Line 4. No, not there. Keep that there X. Okay. Yeah, there it's PLN, because when you say X means it's a mandatory field. You have to enter those fields mandatorily. Okay. Fiscal year you can enter 2024. Posting period you can enter. Let's enter 1 to 12. 12 lines. You just enter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe it's the
Company code IN10. Cost center. I think IN10 PR. 1 second. I will tell you the cost center name. KS03. Yeah, IN10 PRD1. No, cost center does not exist. Okay, sorry. Set controlling area. Yeah, IN10 PRD1. Okay, and account number you can enter like just enter one account or one account we will try to upload. Like 5 lakh one you can enter. No, remove 10, just 5 digits only we need. Hmm. Now KSL amount, you just enter something, any amount. Okay, and global currency USD. Hmm. Now copy these lines 4 times. Make the test two. Now drag. I mean 1, 2, 2. You just drag and you can. I think 2 more lines we need. Yeah. Now save this. Okay. Now try to go to upload again the Fiori app. You know the file path, right? I think, or yeah. Now browse CSV. No, hold there only. Browse CSV. Go to that file path. Yeah. Sorry, you cannot import file. It contains invalid data. Yeah. Show details. What data?
Right.
Correct
Synchronizing
the
something.
customizing settings for ledger for the universal channel. Open that. What it is? There are inconsist in the customizing settings for the ledger for the universal channel. Okay. Can you execute that Fins consistency program check?
This one?
Yeah, that one. Can you execute? Now go to SAP. GUI. Yeah. We have not entered any ledger or something, right, in the Excel file.
No. Only account number and cost center number.
Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. Let go. Accounting principle IFRS. But these are all now. Can you see? Okay. Our company accounting principle IFRS and 60 assigned in ledger. Company code IN10.
IN10.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me go to Fins ledger once. What the problem? FINSC. Somebody is using red since it's test system. IFRS PI ESCAP. Accounting principle 60. Yeah. What it is saying, the error message?
Accounting principle IFRS and 60 assigned in ledger 0.
Company code IN10. An accounting
Yes.
principle can be assigned all the levels, ledger, company code, accounting.
So it is
Yeah, it's
inconsistent
already.
at this stage. No, procedure. In procedure, they are saying ensure that the accounting principle assignment is consistent.
International Accounting Standard, IAS. Accounting principle 60 only there, but IFRS, I don't see anything. Only 60 only I can see for this. Any other ledgers are there? Company code. Can you check other program also, right? It's giving two programs. In the error message, we have two programs, right? So check underscore P. Okay. Yeah, let me try that one. Can you open that? I mean, it will correct the custom aging set. Now I got some details. Document splitting is active company oriented and active profit center account controlling area. Okay, there are a couple of errors are there I can see. Let me share my screen. Yeah, looks like these are the three errors. One is like correct the customizing setting for ledger universal journal. Okay. Currency conversion setting for CT are missing in company code IN10. Currency conversion setting CT30 are missing IN10 ledger IL. Doc splitting is active in company code INTL. Activate profit center account controlling area IN10. Okay, let me try. Currency types. Global currency conversion settings. Okay. Currency type can't be used in global currency settings. Okay, time being what I will do, I will deactivate the document splitting. We'll see later. Yeah, let's say, I mean, either we have to activate profit center or deactivate document splitting. But if you do both, we do again some configuration errors also we'll get. Let me time being, I mean, we will remove it since we are not posting any actual data. We will see. Okay, looks everything good. Can you please try one more time?
But
No. You
in
now
this,
directly go to
okay,
that upload.
is it uploading or should I go back again?
Yeah, just refresh it and
So it's done now.
yeah, now your plan data import will complete 12 lines from CSV file for the information preview list. You can preview the list how it looks like because it is successful now. Just click on preview. So this is the data it's going to upload. You can see it here. Okay, whether the uploaded data is correct or not, you can check here. Okay, go back. Okay, now if you want, you can do the test run also, but looks like it's looking fine. Only one single record. Now directly import source file. Yeah, third tab. Yeah, click there. Oh, sorry, you cannot import file. It contains against something. Data contains no valid plan category. Plan category doesn't exist. 1 second. Let me see the plan category. SC38. Plan category. Yeah, keep all character. I mean the PLN, right? Keep it PLN in capital letters in the Excel file.
Okay. So it is case sensitive.
Yeah, I think you have to refresh it or just go back from here. Yeah, go back one more step. Yeah. No.
Should I click on test first or directly import?
No, import directly do it. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we are getting the error message. Yeah, now it is successfully imported. Okay, let me take over the screen. Thank you, Manu. Okay, now I will go to AC.com P. Our company code is IN10. Okay, if you see here, this is the plan category. Okay, PLN. This is SAP provided planning category. If you want, you can create your own planning category and you can do the planning. Okay, there is, but it's not required to create a separate planning category. It is already there. But if at all, if you want to use it, you can create another planning category. Okay, and this is the account what we have used for posting, right? And these are the period. Fiscal year is there. Where is the period? Data record, all records. Yeah, this is the cost center, controlling area. Yeah, amount you entered as 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So for all the periods, it's updated. Amount now we have updated in the global currency. amount in global currency, but it got converted to amount in functional currency. Since everywhere USD it's showing same value, otherwise it will convert that amount to, if at all, the local currency is, other than USD, it will convert to that currency as well. Okay. Now we are talking about moving data, right? So I got the programs. Okay. These are the two programs you can use. For deletion also, if you want, you can use the deletion program. But yeah, so R underscore fins plan trans CO S4 to ERP. That meaning this program will be used to transfer the data from that S4. The Fiori app, what we have used, right? That is stored in EC P. It will be transferred to that ERP tables. Okay. Sync EC to ERP. And another program is same, just here. Sync is cost. This one, the third program you have to use ERP to AC Docker. Okay, now we will try this program. Okay, or else we can try this also. Let me try this program first, then we will see. Here you have to select which type of data, like cost centers, version. You have to select this one, fiscal year 2024, period 12. Whether you want to transfer plan data from ERP to. So in ERP, we did planning for the same cost center, right? Production one. Or else what we will do, for understanding purpose, we will transfer the data of the finance cost center also. We did some kind of planning, right? So we will transfer that data so that it will not, we can easily understand. Okay. And here, currency, under which currency you want to transfer. I will select object currency, ledger, which ledger you would like to transfer, 0L, and planning category. Again, under which category you would like to transfer. I will select in plan category, test mode. Okay, number of records 72. Okay, remove the test run. Plan data, it got transferred. Now let me go to again AC Docker. P. Fiscal year not required IN10. If you want, you can add cost center also. What is the cost center IN10 fin? Okay. Okay. Now, if you see here, earlier we have data only for the production cost center with my ID, like yes. Now the data is got transferred. Okay, for all the periods, like all the accounts what we have done. If you see here, let me filter with one account. Okay, there are 12 records. Okay, cost center is this, controlling area this. So 833.33 euros, USD is transferred from that ECC table to S4. Okay, and vice versa also you can do. I mean, we have for the production cost center, right? And this is ERP to S4 we have done now. Now another one also we can do. This one S4 to ERP. Okay, execute. Cost centers. Ledger 0N. Planning category PLN. Here this one on 12. IN10. PRD1. Planning currency. Okay. Version 0. Test. Okay. Total records transfer successfully. Let me remove. Okay. Now I will go to the table. Other table. S16. Upset 10. See, this slide got transferred. Okay. Earlier we have the other lines, but now this line got transferred. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's it from the planning. So I would like to show one more thing. Where it is? Yeah. So now in the down template, what you have downloaded, it has limited characteristics, right? I mean, you don't have another fields like you have cost element and you have some currency, but apart from that, if you want to use it for, I mean, if you want to add activity type, right? I mean, because we need to use that, we need to plan with the combination of activity type and cost element, and also we need to plan activity type and hours, right? So for that also we need to add, I mean, we can add fields in the Excel file. SAP has given all the fields in this link. Okay. So all the fields which are available, I mean, which you can use order number, activity type, so many things are there. So these all fields you can, I mean, take the field from here. Okay, you can add it in the Excel template simply. Then it will allow you to enter the data. What are all the fields you require? Just you have to take it from this portal, Help portal. I will share this link with you all. You can keep it with you. Yeah. From here, you can take the field and you can, I mean, do it in your Excel file and you can upload, download, delete, whatever you need. Okay. If everyone clear, then we will go to the actual postings. So far in the planning, we have covered, primary cost planning. I mean, we have done the planning for the cost element level, and also we have done planning for production cost center and activity type and primary cost element level. We have done the planning. We have done the calculation of rate calculation also. Again, I mean, during product costing also, we will discuss one more time on the planning part, because it's interrelated. Yeah. So we have covered all the planning topics. And allocations, we will discuss. See, the allocation cycle creation is same for plan allocation and actual allocation. I mean, generally, who will do planning? I mean, no business want to do multiple transactions, right? SAP has many functionalities, but what they will do, planning data generally, I mean, at least with my experience, no business will do plan cost. I mean, they'll post plan cost to one cost center and from there to another cost center. That kind of allocations they will not do, because it will not really give any value add for them. Okay, only they do allocations based on actuals. Okay, actual allocations they will do. Planning they will do. I mean, in general, they do planning for all the production cost centers. Okay, so that they will, in order to calculate the activity rates and all, they do planning at a production cost center level. But SAP has given a functionality, you can do your planning even for service cost centers also, the plan cost, and you can transfer to production cost centers, then you know do the rate calculation and everything. But it really doesn't make any sense, because you have to do planning to multiple cost centers, okay, and again transfer it to production cost centers and run your calculations. It is like, you know a tedious job for the controller to do it monthly or yearly, right? So that's what I mean. In general, people don't like to do planning at all the cost centers, but only for sure production cost centers they do planning. Okay, so allocations we will discuss after posting the we will try to post some actual bookings, then we will do the allocation part, how the allocation works and what we mean by allocation. Okay. Okay, now at B50 we will post some expenditure to the cost center. From now our real problems will start with all the actual postings. Okay, now GL account I will take. So I'm trying to post the cost to finance cost center. intention. Okay, now the data is posted. We will see the document display. Okay, now we have posted this entry. Okay, if you okay, we have accounting document and we have controlling document. Okay, so accounting document, this is the controlling document. It's generated automatically. Now, if you go to AC.P, sorry, AC.K, okay, if you see here, for the ledger 0L, it got posted, the information. I mean, you have everything here. COEIN is the business transaction coin. It's like, I mean, the controlling related. Since you entered the cost center, it's taken the CO business transaction coin. It has the cost center, everything you will have, and the amount in all currencies. Okay. Yeah. This is your account and this is your cost center. And the balance, what you have entered here, it got updated. So same thing. I mean, the same document will be updated in AC Docker. I mean, sorry, AC Docker. BSEC also it will update. Let's see what data you will have in BSEC. Okay, in BSEC also you have your data, but let me check cost center will be there or not in BSEC. Okay, but AC Docker will have all the characteristics related to profitability segment, cost center, whatever. I mean material related information asset. So it's a universal journal. So you will have all the data in one single table. So we no need to you know if you write a custom program or query, you can write you know based on AC Docker by using one single table. You can write a query so that you will get most of the information related to finance and FI. Sorry, FI and CO. Okay. Now let's go to the cost center report. Yeah, if you see here, we have done the postings for finance. Okay, the actual. Yeah, okay. So this is the plan data and this is the actual postings what we have done for this cost center. You can compare the plan and the actuals and you can see the variance percentage. Okay. Next month, what they will do, I mean, if they compare like this, next month, what they will do, they can transfer this actual as a plan because in the current month they spent more what they have expected. So they will consider this actual data as a plan data. I mean, if they're doing continuous plan and everything, they can adjust their budgeted values for the next year. Okay. I think, I mean, this transaction all might aware. I don't think, I mean, here we will have a challenge. Now, let's go to allocations, okay? Now, when I say allocation is nothing but to transfer cost from one cost object to another cost object. Here, since we are talking about cost center, let's talk about cost center only. Um, Now I have done the, I mean, postings at a finance cost center level. Now the finance cost, I mean, the cost which is lying at the finance cost center, I would like to transfer to other cost centers. Like we have two more cost centers, like production 1 and 2. For these two cost centers, I would like to transfer data with some like percentage or some other parameters. Okay. And again, when it comes to allocation, there are two types of allocations. One is distribution and another one is assessment. Yeah, by using distribution, we can do only primary cost. I mean, you can transfer only primary cost. Um, we can only transfer primary cost, but secondary cost we cannot do. Whereas by using assessment, you can transfer secondary cost as well. But again, there are certain limitations. In distribution, okay, you will have, I mean, let's say now we in the finance cost center we have 5 cost elements, right? Where is the report? Now we have finance cost center. Yes. Now we'll talk about distribution. So when you transfer, I mean, when you use distribution method, when you transfer the cost from finance cost center to, let's say, production cost center 1 or 2, then what happens? System will use the same cost elements. It will remove the amount from here, or else, I mean, it will remove, I mean, it will transfer using the same cost element. Like in the debits also, in the production cost center, you will see the same debits. Okay, same cost element it will use. That means you will have the detailed breakup in distribution. But what happens? Let's say now I have finance cost center cost. Here I have 2000 cost. Okay. When I transfer to 2000 here, the disadvantages of distribution, what happens? Let's say already you have posted some salaries in production cost center, like 1000 you have posted. Now you are transferring another 1000 from here. Then the value will become 2000 here. So you don't know whether that particular, salaries all belongs to production cost center or it came from some other cost center as well. That you will miss in distribution, but you will see the detailed breakup. I mean, what is there in source accounts, target also you will see the accounts, but whereas you will miss the amount bifurcation. Okay, that is one disadvantage in distribution. In assessment, what happens? Finance cost center, let's say if you want to transfer salaries or maybe some other expenditure, we need to create a secondary cost element with category 42. Yesterday we were discussing, right, different categories. We need to create a separate cost element with category 42. Okay. Then you have to tell the system, okay, transfer my salaries by using the secondary cost element XYZ. Okay. So that what happens? It will not disturb your debit entry. Rather, it will create a separate credit entry here. Okay, I will show you that. It will create a separate credit entry here in this. And also when debiting to the production cost center, it will not update in the salaries directly. Rather, it will create a separate cost element with different debit. I mean, you can see what cost we got it from other, cost centers. So generally, I mean, business also prefer this assessment method so that it will be easy. I mean, when you're transferring, again, they don't want to see all the breakup and all, but again, it's again a business call whether they want to use distribution or assessment. But at least with my experience, most of the clients they prefer assessment because it will give them the detailed picture, like from where we got which cost center, whether I mean that cost is like a secondary allocated cost or a normal posted cost. I mean, when they see the report, immediately they'll get to know a clear picture. Okay, this cost is came from an allocation, right? So that's what I mean. They'll use assessment or assessment most of the times, but again, it depends, right? So either they can use assessment or distribution. Yeah, we will try to create one distribution cycle. Here, there is a big change in S4. Okay. Um, in ECC, in ECC for creating distribution, okay, or maybe if we have to use different transaction codes. Okay, for plan cycles, we have to create one transaction code. Again, execution, you have to use one more transaction code. Okay, and profit center allocations also there, right? Profit center allocation, we have to use different cost centers, and COPA allocation is also there. We have to use different transaction codes and different, paths. But SAP, you might already heard about universal allocation. So this is a new concept, universal allocation in SAP S4. It's a Fiori app SAP has given. Now all the allocations you can do in, like whether it is profit center allocation, okay, or COPA allocation or cost center allocation or internal or whatever it may be. All the allocations um, you can do using one single Fiori app, that is universal allocation. Manage allocations. There is an app, universal allocation. By using that universal allocation, you can do. I mean, you can create assessment cycles, distribution cycles. You can execute cycle from there itself. You can analyze the results in the same cycle. Okay, you don't need to go for multiple transaction codes. Of course, I mean there are some disadvantages also there. Yeah, I will tell you. I mean how to use that as well. But again, here also there is some problem. Let's say, I mean, when you are doing an implementation, you have to decide whether you are going to use GUI transaction for allocation or you are going to use Fury app for allocation, right? Why? Because if you create a cycle, I mean, let's say my client, your client asks, no, I will not, I will use both. Then it will not work because if you create a cycle in GUI, that cycle will not be available in Fury app. Okay. And the same time, if you create a cycle in Fury, that cycle will not be available in GUI. Then he has to refer all the 2 times. Every time he has to log into GUI and he has to log into Fury, right, to see what cycles we have created. It's a cumbersome. I mean, at the end, it's a difficult task for them, for the business controller. So at the beginning itself, they have to decide, okay, at least, I mean, for the next few years, we will live with GUI. Then we will go for, in future, we will go for universal allocation. Okay. Or else, I mean, from the beginning itself, if they like it and all the functionalities are available in, I mean, whatever they required, the required functionalities are available in Fury app. If they are happy, they can use it Fury app as well. Okay. Do you know how to create a cycle in S4 and Fury? I'm sorry, S4 at least. Forget about Fury. This assessment cycle. Anybody know how to create it or? Okay, then I think I need to tell both the things. So first, then we will create a cycle in GUI system. Then we will try to do that universal allocation later. Okay. Okay. Before that, I need one secondary cost element with category 42. Okay. Here we need to mention the category 42 assessment. Okay. So I have created one cost element with category 42, that is 94201, just cost allocation constant. Okay. SPR1, controlling cost center accounting, actual postings, period and closing, assessment. Okay. Create assessment cost element. Okay, so this is actual create actual assessment cycle. Okay, cycle name you can say something. I am transferring finance cost center, right? So IN fin. Okay, start date 01/01/2024. If already some notice date. Okay. Okay. If you have already existing cycle, you can copy the data from the existing cycle. But as of now, we don't have any cycle. Let's create. Okay. Text you have to give cost allocation. Okay. Here we need to add segment. Okay. So for example, IN finance cost allocation. So here we need to mention which allocation cost, through which allocation cost element you would like to transfer. There are two options. One is allocation structure. Another one is allocation cost element. So why we need allocation structure? For example, you have 100 cost element cost you want to transfer to another cost center. Okay. By all the 100 cost center cost, you can transfer to one single cost element, but your client wants still some kind of breakup. For example, for the 100 cost element, at least I need 10 cost elements breakup. Like divide 10 cost elements into one cost element, like maintain the relationship like 1 to 10 cost element belongs to one secondary cost element, 11 to 20 another secondary cost element, 20 to 30 another secondary cost element, something like that. If they want detailed breakup, then we need to create an allocation structure. Okay. Then we have to assign that allocation structure here so that it will give you some kind of little breakup. But if they want one-to-one mapping, like, okay, I want, there are in the source, I mean, I have 100 accounts, same 100 accounts I also need in assessment. Then ask them to go for assessment, I mean, distribution rather going to, because there is no point. It's creating one-to-one because it will increase your sort of accounts unnecessarily. It will not really give any value addition. Okay. So to some extent we can give the breakup. If at all, if they ask, then we need to create an allocation structure where we will maintain the relation. Okay, what is the primary account and to which account we need to transfer that cost. Okay, so time being we will go ahead with assessment cost element. Here the posted amounts, whether you want to transfer 100% or 80%, 90%, 50% or 10%, how much percentage you want to transfer. Okay, that you have to enter here. Next one is receiver value. Here variable portions. Okay, different options are there: fixed amounts, fixed percentage, fixed portions. Okay, so generally people will go either percentage or else they will go with variable portions. When you say variable portion, again you have multiple options. Like what variable portion you mean to say? Like I have actual cost, plan cost, actual consumption, actual activity, plan activity, plan statistical key figures. So that's what I mean, statistical key figure. Earlier, I mean, in our PPT also we have a statistical key figure. Yeah. Here we stop where it is constant. Yeah, the statistical key figures, right? So statistical key figure. Does anybody know what do you mean by statistical key figure? Okay. So SKF is nothing but it's a base for allocation of cost. For example, you have finance cost center. Okay. From the finance cost center cost, you would like to transfer to some other cost centers. Okay. Maybe production, HR, or any other cost center. How you will transfer? What is the base? Okay. Probably what base you will take, let's say, number of employees, right? In the production department, how many people are working? That you can take as a base, or as number of machines. Okay, or else how much in the plant, I mean how much area they, I mean in their whole premises, how much square feet of land they're utilizing, or I mean the entire production departments it's utilize that land, right? Space, or number of telephones. These are called statistical key figures. So when you are allocating the cost from one cost center to another cost center, we need a base. That base is nothing but a statistical key figure. Okay, by using SKFs also we can do, I mean we can transfer the cost. That SKF might be, as I said, number of telephones. These are the generic ones. Number of persons or square feet, etc. Okay, that is SKF. Or else simply you can use some percentage, fixed percentage. Okay, I will transfer the cost. I have finance cost center, some $6,000 are there. That $6,000 I will transfer 30/70 ratio to two cost centers. It is simplest way. Okay, if you want to use some SKFs, then you have variable portions. Again SKFs, you have to create the SKFs, and again you have to maintain the SKF data. Like we have to create a master data, and also we have to maintain some values to those SKFs. Again, it's a extra work, right? I mean, if they want, they can maintain. It's up to them. But I would say it's an additional efforts required to maintain all those data. And again, after maintaining also whether the data is accurate or not, we are not sure. I mean, that also they have to monitor. So they need additional manpower and additional cost. Okay. So right now we will do one thing. I mean, we will go with fixed percentage. Makes our life easy. Okay. So If you want, you can try with different options. I mean, when you get time, practice with different options. And if you have any doubts, let me know. I will tell you. I mean, how we can fix that issues. I mean, if you get any issues or something. Now go to the senders. From I mean, which cost center you would like to transfer the cost? I would like to transfer the cost from the finance cost center. If there are multiple finance cost centers, okay, then you can create a group of all finance cost centers. You can enter the group here, or else you can enter the range. Okay, since I have only one cost center, I enter the one single cost center here. We have option to enter range, and you have option to enter the set, or you can create a set, or you can create a group, and you can enter here. And again, what cost element? I mean, whether you want to transfer all cost elements, or you can restrict to some specific cost elements. Okay. In finance cost centers, we use 6 cost center for actual postings. Whether you can transfer all the 6 cost centers cost to production, or you can just specify the cost elements. Okay. Next, receiver. Who is the receiver? I have PRD1, PRD2. Okay, I have 2 cost centers. Since there are only 2 cost centers, I have given range. Again, here I can also give the group. Now, 100%, give the version here, receiver testing factor. So here, we need to tell like what percentage for production cost center, what percentage you want. For example, I would like to transfer 60% this cost center, and for this, I would like to transfer 40%. Okay, save it. Now you can check this one. Formal cycle check successful. If there are any errors in the cycle creation, if some data is missing, this check will help you to disclose that error messages. Okay. And this is very important, thing, derive functional area. Okay. If your project is using cost of sales accounting, nowadays, you know, most of the most of the people use this cost of sales accounting, meaning functional areas, right? They use functional areas in all their reporting. In that case, when you are creating these cycles, you have to check this checkbox. Okay. Otherwise, what happens? Let's say your sender cost center, generally functional area will be assigned to each cost center order types. There are certain parameters where we assign functional area. So whenever you do any postings to that particular cost object, the functional area will be derived automatically. Let's say now finance cost center, we have functional area X. Okay. But production cost center has functional area Y and Z. One as Y and Z as maybe both the cost centers as functional area Y. Then what happens when you transfer data from this finance cost center to production cost centers? If you don't select this checkbox, what happens? The cost will be transferred between the cost centers, but it is incorrect in the functional area, because in the both the functional area, the functional area will be updated in debit and credit to the same functional area. If you don't select, then what happens at the end? If you run your reporting at the functional area level, cost will show 0. So it will impact your reporting. So if you are using cost of sales accounting and your business is using a functional area concept, then you have to select this checkbox, so that in the sender side it will give you the sender cost center functional area. In the receiver side, it will give you the receiver cost center functional area, so that it will not create any problem in the reporting. Okay. Yes. Now the cycle is ready. To execute this cycle, now we have to go to front end. I don't remember the transaction code, but yeah, we will go with this one. KSU5, all transaction codes. Controlling, cost center accounting, period and closing, single functions. Let's go to Excel. Activity allocation, actual price management, cost allocation. Not this one. No, period and closing only we have single functions. Allocations. Yes, KSU5 is the transaction code. Customizing error business transaction groups are not current. What is this? Execute. Okay. Okay. Now in the period 5, we have created, we have data, actual data. I would like to run this for period 5. Yeah, sorry, before running this, do you have any doubts or concerns or creating a cycle?
No.
Okay. Now select your cycle here. I have only one cycle. You have test run option as well. Maintain number ranges for controlling area. Okay. Okay. Let's execute the test run. It's it will give you error message because we have not maintained the number ranges. We need to maintain that. Okay, now the cycle is created. I executed in the test mode. If you see the sender, you have the finance cost center as the sender, and this is the assessment cost element. 100% we are sending. Receiver, you have 1 and 2 with the ratio of 60-40. Okay, let's remove the test run. Execute. Okay, this RKIU. So RKIU. So actually our ad assessment, this one we need to assign. Okay, we don't have number ranges also. Let's create the number ranges on intervals.
It's the 01. No, it's not. Okay, now we have assigned that number range. Let's execute the cycle one more time. Remove the testing. So looks like there is again some error. Internal 21 sub object IN2 A21 does not exist for the object RBLE. No update for formed. What do you say? It's also, I told you right yesterday, when you post anything in CO, it will update to finance as well. So for that purpose, it's asking a number range. What is the transaction code for maintaining the number range?
FBN1.
CO side or OKP?
Yeah, yeah.
OKP.
No. Yeah, BN1, I think
Yeah,
it will work.
KANK for the CO.
Yeah, CO, it's fine. Else, it is asking 23. Okay, 23. Okay, 1 second. I copied from 0001. Display. Here also 23 is not there. It is asking for 23 only, right?
No, we need to identify the document type. For the document type, the number range number, it has been assigned to it. There's a 23. That is the reason it is giving an error. So we need to identify the document
The
type.
database NR where the delivery client 300. Interval 23 subject I intend to it does not exist for. But I think, I mean, if you assign create here 23, it will work. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, 23 copy.
Yeah, we have maintained, but still, I don't know.
I think, can you go to NRIV table and give that RF underscore bells subject?
Okay. So if you see here in the finance cost center, the total cost is 6,400. It got credited with a different cost element. Okay, in the credit side, and the total balance becomes 0. The same thing got posted to here. Production cost center is 3,840. Production cost center, it has 2,560. Here, if you see the production cost center, I mean, it has a separate line. Okay, here also. So we will come to know, like, okay, this cost came from the allocation. So it will not disturb any existing, GL accounts or amounts, so that it will easy for the business to understand, okay, this cost came from cost allocations. Okay, this is the CO document. Okay, where the cost is coming from fin to production. We can see the accounting document also. Okay, if you see here, so we have assigned the number range, right? So it's starting with 23. So it has created an accounting document also. Okay, in that way, your FI and CO are reconciled online. We no need to do any kind of reconciliation further.